Hello, everyone. It's Kay and Lee. Happy April. Welcome to spring. I know that we are all experiencing the same levels of uncertainty. We're all experiencing quarantine and stay-at-home orders and shelter in place. And the world is a very interesting place right now, to say the least. That's why today's video is very important. I wanted to create something that could reach a lot of you on a different level, and that is how to cope with stress and anxiety. Something I suffered with for a long time, most of my life, and I have learned a few powerful ways to cope with anxiety and stress. Some of it from psychiatrists, some of it from experience, and I would like to share those with you today. So, a lot of the things that I do to cope with anxiety, I've learned to manage it really, really well, and that comes with clearing your thoughts, clearing your head, and I'm going to tell you, meditation is awesome. It is so powerful. If you could just sit in stillness, and meditation is not always what you think, what you see on TV with monks just sitting quietly or, stuff like that. You can meditate by taking a walk. If you are still able to get outside, even if you're just like on your front porch or in your backyard, some Tai Chi, some mindful movement, like slow down your walking to 90% and just be very mindful and in the moment. Notice how the air and the wind feels on your body. Notice how it sounds. Notice how the birds are chirping. Pay attention to the flowers. When you can distract your mind, the racing thoughts and the worry and the stress, and learn to quiet yourself, it makes a big difference. So mindful moving is a form of meditation. So is taking a ride. If you can still get out, go in your car and take like a drive, like a nice scenic drive. I love to do like the country roads and like the rural areas. If that's something you're able to do, that helps. But yeah, meditation, traditional meditation of sitting with, okay, that's my daughter. Listening to music that really helps you calm down. Music can be so healing and so cleansing of your energy. So I like to listen to like Native American flutes is so nice for meditating and relaxing. Celtic music, like traditional Celtic music, like think of like the music you'll hear on a score of like Lord of the Rings or stuff like that. It's so relaxing. But I also drink a lot of tea. Like there are lots of teas that are so good for anxiety, like skullcap tea, passion flower tea, dandelion tea. Peppermint tea is actually good for relaxing. Chamomile, classic chamomile, and lavender. Drink you some nice tea. Maybe light some candles, because scent can be very healing and relaxing. So like I said, lavender for tea, lavender for candles, cedar is good. Any kind of scent is going to help you relax. I know wild orange and peppermint is good for like positive energy, positivity. So try that. Yeah, frankincense is really, really good. I've been lighting some incense lately, and that's a cheaper way to get that those oils and that scent. Hi, baby. That's one? That one? She's showing me some aloe.
That's yours.
That's mine. Thank you. Yeah, frankincense is like a cheap way to get those essential oils. And I've been using one. I can actually show you. I've got a lot of new ones. So I've got this Nirvana incense that's really good. And I got this sweet grass and yerba santa, which is really good for relaxing. Yeah, use different oils. You can diffuse oils. I diffuse wild orange and peppermint for my son. He has sensory processing disorder, so the world itself is very anxiety ridden for him. So I diffuse those oils in a diffuser, and it really helps with his focus and his anxiety and his he's overly sensitive to like lights and sounds and activity. So those really help. I diffuse calming ones at nighttime. Sylvie, calm down, calm down. I diffuse like frankincense at night, or some lavender oil, rosemary oil. There's lots of different oils. See which ones delight your senses and help you. Let me know which ones help you in the comments. More anxiety things. You can get you some supplements on Amazon. The ones that I swear by are passion flower, skullcap, ashwagandha. Those are so good for anxiety and stress. But make sure it's okay with your doctor. Like, you want to make sure you're not allergic to these things. So ask your doctor before you try it. And if you do try it, just take it easy, like do a little sample and see if it's okay with your system. I stopped drinking coffee because I realized that I was really sensitive to caffeine, and that was actually contributing to a lot of my feelings of anxiousness and anxiety. So I stopped drinking coffee, and that definitely helped me keep my cortisol levels down, because I could feel the cortisol in my body, like I could feel it in my veins. So I don't know, maybe lessen the amount of coffee you're drinking. I know coffee is it feels relaxing when you're drinking because it's like a release and it's a relief, and you kind of look forward to it in the morning. So maybe just drink 1 cup. If you're drinking like several cups, maybe cut down. If you are feeling anxious, that could be an underlying reason why is you have too much caffeine in your system, especially if you're doing like coffee and like sodas and like, chocolate. Like, you may have too much caffeine in your system, so try to like detox off the caffeine a little bit. But yeah, so we have meditation, we have music, we have essential oils, we have candles, we have incense, we have teas, we have herbal supplements. There are lots of natural ways. Some activities you can do to release anxiety and stress is literally sit down in your journal and write down all the things that you are afraid of and you're fearful of and you're worried about, and really put them on paper and look at them from a different perspective. Like, is this really something that could potentially happen? And like, maybe even flip it, go a little further and flip those anxious thoughts and think, instead of what could go wrong, think of what could go right. Think of all the things that are going right and going well in your life. Like, there's lots of things that are stressful right now. If you look at the news, they'll help you have something to worry about. Maybe stop watching the news so much. Like, maybe cut it down to once a week and just stay informed, because like, you're safe at home, and like, you don't have to have a 24-hour update on what's going on with the virus. That can be contributing to your anxiety. Protect your she is like, I don't know what this aloe is helping her with her anxiety. Yeah, protect your mood. If you're on Facebook and you're just like caught up in that constant churning of everyone else posting their anxiety and their worry and their anger and their fear, like, maybe cut down, do a social media detox. Like, I know social media is one of the only ways we connect with our loved ones, but think of some other ways. Do some Skype hangouts, do some Zoom meetups with your close friends, and maybe talk about what's worrying you. And talking it out can actually help. But it's,
Give me some more. Give me some more.
Okay, baby. So I hope these tactics will be healing for you, will be helpful for you. Trust me, I have been there. I've suffered from panic attacks since, I think, as early as middle school is when I can remember my anxiety attacks, and I know what it's like. I used to be on prescription anti-anxiety medicine. I was on Zoloft, I was on Xanax, I was on Effexor, and I weaned myself off of these things because I realized I got those prescribed when I was dealing with really tough times, like moments in my life where I needed some extra help. And it's nothing wrong with taking your anxiety medicine and your stress medicine. It could be chemical imbalances, but I was able to wean myself off of them and find natural ways to cope with anxiety and stress. And it really makes me very happy that I was able to do so because, for me personally, I was sensitive to the medications as well. My body is just very sensitive. I'm going to talk about that more in future videos. I had to go vegan. That's how sensitive my body is to food and, lots of things, and clearing out my system and detoxing and being as natural and pure as I can has really helped me. It's really changed my life. So I'll talk about that in another video. But today I just wanted to help you cope with anxiety. Write down your fears and worries, put them all down, put down all the things that you're worried about. And if it's not going to, like as Oprah said, if it's not going to affect you in 5 years, maybe don't focus on it so much. Focus on what you can. Focus on the things that you have control over, like clearing out the clutter in your home, taking care of your health, getting some exercise. Exercise is amazing for anxiety and stress. It produces like happy hormones. Get some exercise. You're stuck at home. I've got friends stuck at home in Italy, and all they can do is yoga, and it's really helping. And they're also like cooking dishes, and cooking can be meditative. Sylvie, baby, you're drenched in aloe, honey. Her hair is soaked with aloe right now, and aloe is good for your hair. Let me just tell you.
I need some more.
She needs some more. Yeah, focus on your health. Focus on your diet. Do a detox. It's a good time to focus on what you can do for self-improvement. So think about the things you can control. Okay, honey, they are needing their mama, so I'm going to let you guys go. I hope these tactics are helpful for you. I love you all so much. I really do. And I'm sending you all love and light and kisses and hugs. That's for you. I love you guys. Let me know in the comments how you're doing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.